This video is going to get a little deep. First, I'm going to play you a video, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about that video.
Buddhist monk asked his students a question. He said, if you're carrying a cup of coffee and someone bumps into you, why did you spill the coffee? Each and every one of his students said, because someone bumped into me. And he said, no, the reason why you spilled the coffee is because that's what you were carrying in your cup. If you were carrying water, you would have spilled water. Then he said something profound. He said, whenever life shakes you, whatever you're carrying is going to spill out. So if you're carrying fear, jealousy, anger, greed, that's what's going to spill out. But if you're carrying love, compassion, kindness, empathy, that's what's going to spill out. So each and every day, you should pause and think to yourself, what am I carrying in my cup today? I like that.
That's some deep shit right there. But when you think about it, it seems accurate, right? You spilled the coffee because that was what was in your cup. If you had water, you would have spilled water. If you had tea, you would have spilled tea. If you had orange juice, you would have spilled orange juice. Whatever you're carrying is what you spilled when something bumped into you and threw you off course. The same with life. So, if that's the way we look at it, I know I don't always have love, compassion, and empathy in me by the way I react to things, because I react angrily to things. You guys watch my videos and go, oh, you're so patient. Oh, you're so together, you're so calm. Not even close to being true. Not even close. Not even close. That's what you see because that's what I choose to show you. I have the ability to see something that I want to react to or see something that I want to talk about, compose myself, calm myself down, and then make a piece of content about it. As a matter of fact, I would say when life shakes me, it depends on what is shaking me as to how I react. Right? When it's a work situation, when I was working, doing landscape contracting and not working in the sense of content creation like I do now. When I was doing landscaping, if landscaping shook me for whatever fucking reason, I focused. I zoned in. The fucking hitch fell off the trailer. Yeah, I had a oh fucking shit moment when it happened. But then I focused and went about doing what needed to get done to get everything fixed, moving, back up and running, taking care of, yada, yada, yada. Because that was my job. I react more angrily when it's things like family-related stuff. And I don't know why. It might have something to do with the shit that I went through as a kid. It might have something to do with the fucked up relationships I had growing up. Not only the relationships I had with other people, my family and friends and shit like that, but the relationships that I was privy to, that I saw, that I was around. I don't know why. I'm not a counselor. I don't know why. But that video right there, that was accurate, right? For me, I think it does depend. I think I react more angrily in family situations because of the family history I've had. A lot of trust issues. And because of the family that I had, I had to grow up very, very early and be responsible for myself very, very early. And I've been responsible for myself for decades upon decades now, and I don't relinquish things very easily. It's who I am. Is it controlling? Yeah, probably. probably. In a sense of, I got it, I'll handle it, and I just kind of fucking, I do this. And I've probably done that more so since I retired from landscaping, because I didn't have that job to keep me busy. And now I do content creation, but the content creation isn't even close to being like the job was. So I still don't have enough. Like, we had that fence put in at our house, and having a crew being scheduled to come and work here, it felt like I was back in project management before. And it was like, it gave me something to kind of be involved in. From that standpoint, ever since I retired and I don't have the projects and things like that, whenever something like that happens, like the fence happens at the house, it gives me something to kind of focus on. Because that's really what my big issue is, by far, is when I get on something, I get on it like gum on a park bench, right? I am fucking on it, like a dog on a bone. Like ants on a spilled snow cone. Okay, I get it. Hyperfocus is, I think, what it's called. Thursday, we woke up to no internet. I was supposed to make videos that day. That was my scheduled day. I could do it on my phone. I didn't need the internet to do it, but I made the initial phone call to once again, not Comcast, Verizon on my phone. That call took over an hour, so my phone was tied up for over an hour, and then they had told Renee to take our wireless router to a local store. They made like an appointment, the person that we were talking to on Comcast. And then the person from the local store called as Renee was getting ready to pull out of the driveway and said, "Don't bring it here. I can't do anything about it. And don't take it to the corporate store. They can't do anything about it." So I called her back in and got on another phone call with it. And Renee kept saying, "Why don't you just let me handle this? Why don't you just let me handle this?" And it was on my phone. We could have made the phone call on her phone, but I was on it because I was hyper focusing on fixing it. And it's not because she's incapable. It's because that's what I do. Life shook me, like that gentleman talked about in that video, and what poured out of me was, you got to clamp down on this problem that is in front of you right now, and don't get off of it until it's fixed. So once again, it depends on how life shakes me as to how I respond. But no matter how life shakes me, and I have that initial response that you guys on social media don't ever get to see. I have that initial response. It's usually an angry response. Which tells me, based on the way that Buddhist monk was talking, it reveals that what I'm walking around with for years now is a shit ton of anger. And that's something I got to work on.